Welcome back to Gundam Planet Rewind. While redoing our displays recently, it came to our attention that we don't have any of the real grade Eva units in any of them. So we decided to dig deep in the GP Backrooms and found this Eva Mark 6 that we built ages ago. Extreme articulation was one of the main selling points for this line, and the Mark 6 has a little more than the rest. It's the only one out of the Evas to have an extra spine segment, and it gives it a tall, imposing, somehow even more alien silhouette, in addition to the increased articulation. It can bend every which way, and is only slightly limited by the armor panels on the spinal column potentially popping out, which you can avoid by cementing them in. The shoulders are on a three-way rotating joint, though the armor pylons affixed to them get in the way of some articulation and have a tendency to pop out. The elbows have a full 180-degree double joint, and the hands are on a wrist rotation supported by a panel on the arm, with an additional ball joint. The head also sits on a ball joint with some minor articulation in the neck, which is mainly used to access the entry plug port in the spine. Moving down to the waist, the thigh connectors are on a double swivel using a little wheel inside the pelvic joint, and the thigh itself has very good articulation but minor rotation because of the muscle connector gimmick. This is also sort of seen in the thigh when you bend the knee, which also has 180-degree bends. The ankles have side-to-side and forward-back articulation, also limited by the armor, with some articulation in the foot and toe area. This area can be particularly irritating. We don't know if it's because our kit is old, but the ankle armor and the joint itself both tend to pop out a lot. Despite the armor blockages and ankle issues, you can get some incredibly deep poses out of this. Hell, it can even do a full squat, as well as one of the most dynamic rider kicks I've ever posed with a model kit. Getting to the accessories, it's fairly bare bones compared to the rest of the line, since it only ever wielded the Spear of Cassius. It doesn't get the fancy hanger unit or any of the weapons that the other kits got, but that doesn't detract from how impressive this thing is whatsoever. There's also a halo effect that you can clip onto the back of the Eva using the included action base adapter. Also, due to a reused runner, both folded and unfolded versions of the progressive knives are included. It also comes with a wide array of hands, plus a set for holding the knives, but the knuckle details for this particular handset are missing since it never actually used them in the rebuild movies. All in all, this was an enjoyable build that resulted in an incredibly articulated figure. My only experience with Eva kits prior to this were the old Bandai HGs as well as one of the Kotobukiya models, and I gotta say, this is by far the most enjoyable out of the three. As of the time of posting, we should have this, Unit 2, and Unit 0 in stock, with the DX set for Unit 1 coming back into stock soon. Thanks for watching!